that health is wealth. So today we will study about the concept of health. The state of one's health is reflective of an individual's ability to meet life challenges and maintain his or her capacity for optimal function. This requires the various aspects of one's makeup, like mental, physical, and biochemical, to maintain a level of functioning that has a positive influence and support for one another. Concept of health. Health has mainly four concepts, that is biomedical concept, ecological concept, psychosocial concept, holistic concept. Now we'll study each concept. Biomedical concept. Traditionally, health has been viewed as an absence of disease, and if one was free from disease, then the person was considered healthy. Ecological concept. Ecological point of view means the environment. Health is viewed as a dynamic equilibrium between human being and environment, and disease a maladjustment of the human organism to the environment. According to Dubas, health implies relative absence of pain and discomfort and a continuous adaptation to the environment to ensure optimal functions. The ecological concept raises two issues, that is imperfect man and imperfect environment. It means whether the man has some problem or environment has some problem. Psychosocial concept, as the man is a social human being, and according to psychosocial concept, health is not only the biomedical phenomenon but one which is influenced by social, psychological, cultural, economic and political factors of people concerned. So whatever the environment we are living in, what are the cultures we have, what is the economical conditions, and what are the political decisions are being taken, that also affects the our health. Holistic concept, it means the all above concepts recognizes that the strength of social, economical, politics, environment influences on the earth. Health, it describes that health is a multi-dimensional process involving the well-being of whole persons in context to his environment. This implies that all sectors of society have an effect on health. These may be animal, food, industries, education, housing, public society, and other sectors. Now, what is the definition of the health? The condition of being sound in body, mind, and spirit, especially freedom from physical disease or the pain. This was been defined by the Webster. And another, as per the Oxford English Dictionary, the soundness of the body or mind, that condition in which its functions are duly and efficiently discharged. The WHO also has defined in 1948 the health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being and not merely absence of disease or infirmity. So, in recent years, it is also two dimensions, also it has been added, that the ability to lead socially and economically productive life. Philosophy of health means what all it requires. The health is a fundamental human right. Everybody, every individual of the society has the right for health, and health is intersectoral, means the so many other sectors also, it may be education, it may be health sector, not only the health sector, the other sectors also, like the education, animal husbandry, etc., they are also being improved. Politics, health is an integral part of the development. So always the health should be having the development. Health is central to the concept of quality of life. The health involves individual, state and international responsibility. Though it is a state's responsibility, but still it has the responsibility of the health for the health is, it lies on individual, state and international level. Health is the essence of productive life and not the result of ever increasing expenditure on medical care. It means if we are healthy, we can lead a productive life, we can be like we can do something in our life. If we are not healthy, it means we are just going on doing the expending doing the more expenditure on the uh, our illness. Then health and its maintenance is a major social investment. Health is a wealth, and that's why we say that it's a social investment. We are, if we are investing in health, we are investing in the social investment. Health dimensions of health. Health is multidimensional. The WHO definition also has the three dimensions: physical, mental, and social, and other dimensions are spiritual, emotional, vocational, and political. Physical dimension. The state of physical health implies the notion of perfect functioning of the body. Energy has good posture, weight normal for age and height, and has all body organs functioning normally. The signs of physical health are a good complexion, clean skin, bright eyes, lustrous hair, good appetite, sound sleep, coordinated body movements, and all special senses are intact. Mental dimensions. Mental health is not merely absence of mental illness. A mentally healthy person is one who is free from internal conflicts, has control on emotions, sensitive to the needs of others, and confidence one's own ability, and is relaxed and free from any worries. Good mental health is the ability to respond to the varied experience of life with flexibility and a sense of purpose. A state of harmony between oneself and others, a coexistence between the realities of the self and that of other people and that of the environment. It means there's a harmony between a person with the others, with the and it recognizes that the what their own potentialities as well as the other people. Characteristics of the mentally healthy person. Mentally healthy person is free from internal conflicts, so he is very clear about it. He is well adjusted and get along with others, searches for one's identity, has good self control, balances rationality and emotionality, then faces problems and tries to solve them intelligently, because everybody has the problems, but the person who is mentally healthy can solve the problems uh, with calm and quite intelligently, and has a strong sense of self-esteem. Social dimension means socially how the person is being able to make the relationship. It refers to the ability to make and maintain relationship with other people or communities. It states that harmony and integration within and between each individual and other members of the society. The social dimensions of health includes the level of social skills one possesses, social functioning, and the ability to see oneself as a member of a larger social. So he takes the social responsibilities, he has the skills, he takes the responsibilities and function within the group. Socially healthy person has pleasant manner, fulfills responsibilities towards others, help others, get along well with people around. A person is socially healthy if he or she can move in the society confidently with the others. Now, what is the spiritual dimension? Spiritual dimension means it's concerned with the religious beliefs and practices. It also deals with personal creeds, principles of behavior, and ways of achieving peace of mind and being up at peace with oneself. Spiritual health refers to that part of individual which reaches out and strives for meaning and purpose in life. It includes integrity, principles, and ethics. The purposeful in life and commitment to some higher being and belief in concepts that are not subject to state of the art explanation. Means the spiritually he has the some principles, he obeys that, he is having the religious beliefs and practicing the same thing, and it is in a meaningful way. Emotional dimensions. Mental health can be seen as knowing or recognition, and emotion health relates to feeling. A person is said to be emotionally healthy when he does not lose temper or does not develop tension and should have self control. Vocational dimension is a part of human existence capable of earning sufficiently to lead the life successfully. When work is fully adapted to human goal, capacity limitation, and play a role in promoting both physical and mental health, means the person adopts the some vocational skills and earn money, and he is satisfied within the environment. While goal achievement and self-realization increases mental satisfaction and self-esteem. Important of this dimension is exposed when the individual suddenly lose job or faced with mandatory retirement. It means because the sometimes when we are earning, we are doing it, we are not able to recognize that how important it is. But when we are losing some job or so we are getting the retirement, at that time you might have seen that after retirement they think because of financially they are being it is lacking, their income source of income is being reduced, so they are come to the point that they are in tension. Okay, so they are not able to adjust within that. Now, health promotion means, what do you mean by how to promote the health? The health promotion is state of mind around physical, emotional, financial, and social well-being, a wide range of social, environment, and medical intervention, or a combination of both. So what we can do, what all the activities we can do for the promotion of the health? These activities are like maintaining personal hygiene, taking proper rest and sleep, eating vegetable, and regularly exercising, etc., helpful to promote the health. Concept of well-being, when we say uh, we are well-being, so it is a state in which individuals capable of meeting the minimum physical, psychosocial, and social requirement of appropriate functioning. Well-being of individual or group of individuals have several components, have been expressed in various ways, such as standard of living and levels of living and quality of life. Like when we say that the standard of living is being maintained, the level of living or quality of life is being maintained, then only we are able to know that we are having a uh, physically or mentally or socially we are well-being. Well-being of an individual or group of individual have objectives, standard of living or the level of living, and subjective is quality of life components. Thus, a distinction is drawn between the concept of level of living, consisting of objective criteria, and quality of life, comprising the individual's own subjective evaluation of these. Standard of living. What is the standard? How you will know that standard of living is there? Income and occupation, standards of housing, sanitation, nutrition, the level of provision of health, educational, recreation, and other services are being used individually as measure of socio-economic status and collectively as an index of the standard of living. Standard of living is measured by scale of our expenditure, goods we consume, services we enjoy, level of education, employment status, food, dress, and house, then amusement and comfort of modern living. Level of living, it consists of 9 components, that is health, food, consumption, education, occupation, and working conditions, housing, social security, clothing, recreation, and leisure, human rights. These objective characteristics are believed to influence human well-being. It is considered that health is the most important component of the level of living because its impairment always means impairment of the level of living. Quality of life, the condition of life resulting from the combination of the effects of the complete range of factors such as these determines health, happiness, uh, including the comfort of the physical environment and satisfying occupation, education, social and intellectual attainment, freedom of action, justice, and freedom of expression. A composite measure of physical, mental, and social well-being as perceived by each individual or by group of individuals. That is to say, happiness, satisfaction, and gratification as it expressed in such life concern as health, marriage, work, financial situation, educational opportunities, self-esteem, creativity, belongingness, and trust in others. Come to the determinants of health, when the factors which determine the health of an individual are many. Some are inside the body, that is genetic, and some are outside the body, that is the environmental factors. Now, what are the genetic? Like the health of the human being is to some extent it is determined by the genetic constitution that take place at the time of conception. They come from the parents to the offspring. Then once the constitution of genes take place is permanent and cannot be altered. A number of diseases like the chromosomal anomalies, inborn error of metabolism, like the diabetes, hypertension, then the mental retardation, and some type of diabetes at some extent due to genetic origin. Environment, it may be external or the internal. Internal environment, it constituted by various organs and the system of the body. The external environment is made up of biological disease producing agent like the bacteria, virus, fungi, etc. They vectors, reservoir of infection. They influence our environment. Then the physical, it may be air, water, light, noise, climate, altitude, radiation, housing, waste, etc. So we'll study in detail about these all factors. Then psychosocial makeup of the individual and structure and functioning of society, that is habit, how beliefs they have, the cultures they are following, customs they have, and religions. So any disturbance either in the internal or the external environment disturbs the health of the individual. It comes with the lifestyle, the way the people live. Lifestyle is influenced by education, occupation, income, socio-economic conditions, personal hygiene, exercise, rest, sleep, postures, clean home environment, habit of smoking, alcohol and drug, climate and clothing, health services, that is the accessibility or the quality of the health services, like the coronary artery disease, obesity, lung cancers are associated with the smoking, lack of exercise, eating habits, etc. Socioeconomic conditions. It consists of education, occupation, income, world map of illiteracy closely coincides with the map of poverty, malnutrition, ill health, high infant and child mortality. So, because the illiteracy has the main influence, so literacy we can increase, so we can increase our socio-economic conditions, etc., and then the way of living. The very state of being employed in productive work promotes health because the unemployed usually show a higher incidence of ill health and death. There can be no doubt that the economic progress has positive impact factor in reducing the morbidity, increasing life expectancy and improving the quality of life. Availability of health and family welfare service. This is also very important. Like the whatever the health services are, if they are there, the it influence the treatment of the disease and prevention of disease, and in fact it is going to promote the health. So health and family welfare service cover a wide spectrum of personal and the community services for the treatment of disease, prevention of disease and promotion of health. The purpose of health services to improve the health status of the population. For immunization of children can influence the incidence and prevalence of particular disease, providing of safe water can prevent mortality and morbidity from the waterborne diseases like the hepatitis and the typhoid, etc. Aging of the population by the year 2000, now the world population is been aging. The world will have more than 1 billion people age 60 or over, and more than two-thirds of them living in developing countries. So, a major concern of rapid population aging is the increasing prevalence of chronic disease and disability, both being conditions that tends to accompany the aging process and deserve special attention. Standard of living. Income and occupation, standard of housing, sanitation and nutrition, the level of provision of health, educational, recreational and other services are being used individually as measure of socio-economic status and collectively as an index of the standard of living. Now these are the determinants of health that we have already studied about it. That is the genetic and biological, behavior, environmental, socio-economic, health service system, socio-cultural, aging of the population, science and technology, information and communication, the gender and equity and the other social justice. Now come to the spectrum of health means how the disease and the health is being lie in a continuum. There is no single cutoff point as such. The we cannot separate it from health and disease because there is a very minute differences there. So lowest point of the health disease spectrum is death, and the highest point positive is the positive health. It says that the health of an individual is not static and subject to change. Always it is going on changing. Sometimes the person is in a positive health, and sometimes even it may go to the disease, sickness, or even up to the death. Now, what is positive health? A person who is healthy physically, mentally, and socially and spiritually is said to be in a state of positive health. The highest standards of health. Responsibility of health. Who has the responsibility? The responsibility of health lies on individual responsibility, community responsibility, state responsibility, and international responsibility. So, all of us are responsible to maintain our health. Individual responsibility, as an individual what the a person has the responsibility is as a fundamental human right. It is essentially an individual responsibility, though it is a fundamental right, but the individual has its own responsibility also. It is to be earned and maintained by the individual himself. Self-care of all activities individual undertake in promoting own health, preventing their own disease, limiting their illness and restoring their own health. So like they can maintain their own personal hygiene, they can take their diet properly, they can sleep, take a sound sleep, exercise, weight control, and smoking and drugs also they can avoid it. Then community responsibility, like never be adequately protected by the health services without active involvement of the communities whose health is at stake. The people health ought to be the concern of the people themselves. They must struggle for it and plan for it. So all the community people who are living in an area has a responsibility that they are having a proper water supply, the proper environment is being maintained, they are in the safe environment, even they are proper schoolings are there, the hospitals are there, etc. State responsibility. State assumes responsibilities for the health and welfare of its citizens. Health is a state responsibility. Health is mainly it is a state responsibility. The state has also to see that all the facilities for the health services are being provided as per the norms. International responsibility, that government and the international organization like WHO, UNICEF also having the responsibility to see and to set the goals and to achieve it. And cooperation covers the exchange of experts, provision of drugs, supplies, control of communicable diseases, and achievement of health for all and research activities. Like today also in the corona period, the WHO, UNICEF, etc., they are taking a active participation to control the corona, and how much the responsibility they are taking to get create the awareness. What all the what are the causative factors, how they can prevent the disease, they can have what all the arrangement or the vaccines they are producing it. So all the states, all the countries, they are helping each other to maintain the health or to control the corona. Indicators, the indicators of health means how the health is being measured. Okay, so a variable which help to measure changes directly or indirectly. So state of health can be like measured. It is a direct normative interest which facilitates concise, comprehensive, and balanced judgment about condition of the major aspect of the society. The health indicators are defined as those variables which measures the health status of the individual and the community. These are guidelines which indicate the health status of the country. The uses of health indicators are to measure the health status of the country, to compare the health status of one country to another country, to assess the healthcare needs, to plan and implement healthcare services, to evaluate the healthcare services. So we can measure that what is the health status, and we can compare it from time to time from one country to another country, and we can see that what all the health needs are there and how we can plan and implement our healthcare services. The types of health indicators, these are life expectancy, mortality indicators, morbidity indicators, disability rates. Life expectancy means how much life a person is going to live at the given point of time. So mostly we take the life expectancy at birth. The mortality indicators means the death rates or indicators. Morbidity means the indicators means that indicates the sickness. Disability means how much disability is there because of the sickness or otherwise. The nutrition status, the and the healthcare delivery indicators. Utilization rates, indicators of social and mental health, environmental indicators, health policies, and the indicators of quality of life. Life expectancy, the number of years a person is expected to live at a given age, like at birth. Mortality indicators, it can be crude death rate, infant mortality rates, that is below 1 year, up, from birth to below 1 year. What is the mortality rate? Child mortality rate, it is up to below 5 years. Then under 5 mortality rate, maternal mortality ratio, and this is specific mortality and proportional mortality rates. Morbidity indicator, incidence and prevalence of rates, disease notification rate, OPD attendance rate, how many patients are coming, how many diseases are prevalent in the country, then admission, readmission, discharge rate, duration of stay in the hospital, spells of sickness or absence from the work or the school, it may indicate the morbidity. Disability indicators, percentage of the population unable to perform the routine expected daily activities due to injury or illness. Measured by Sullivan's Index, HALE, that is the Health Adjusted Life Expectancy. DALE means the Disability Adjusted Life Years. Now, what do you mean Sullivan's Index? It is the expectation of life free from disability. Hardly it is the equivalent number of years in full health that a newborn can expect it to live based on current rates of health, ill health, and mortality. It means today, if a newborn is being born, so how many years he is expected to live the healthy life without the any disability. Now, Dali is expressed the years of life lost to premature death and years lived with disability adjusted for the severity of the disability. Like how many of the life years? Maybe the person is living for 70 years, but he was having the disability for 35 years. So it means at the age of 35 years he become the disabled. So he 35 years of age he is living with the he has lost it and he is living with the disability. Nutritional status indicators, it may be the anthropometric measurement of preschool children, prevalence of low birth weight, etc. We can do. Even the like the underweights, children with the malnutrition, this it will indicate the nutritional status of the people. Then healthcare delivery indicators, that is doctor population ratio. Always these are the ratios norms are there that how many doctors should be there to how much population, that bed nurse ratio, the population bed ratio, and population per health facilities, etc. The utilization rate, it is the proportion of the people actually utilizing the healthcare services in a given population during a given year. Maybe like the utilization, the people are there, facilities are there, but they are not utilizing. So how much rate they are being, the people are actually utilizing. It is proportion of the people, like the immunization coverage and ANC coverage, hospital deliveries, contraceptive prevalence rate or bed occupancy rate, and average length of stay in hospital and bed turnover rate, etc. We can find out, and we can say that yes, these are the services are being utilized to this percentage. Indicators of social and mental health, rates of suicides, homicides, violence, crimes, road traffic accidents, drug abuse, smoking, and alcohol consumption, etc. These are the rates. If it is, we can say that it is whether the persons or the population they are, how much the social and mentally healthy life they are living. Environmental indicators, like the proportion of population having access to safe drinking water and improved sanitation facilities, level of air pollution and water pollution, noise pollution, etc. Socioeconomic indicators, rate of population increase, per capita GNP, like the general net production, dependency ratio, level of unemployment, literacy rate, family size, etc. Health policy indicators, like what are the health policies are there, proportion of GNP spent on health and services, proportion of GNP spent on health related activities including safe water supplies, sanitation, housing, nutrition, etc., and proportion of total health resources devoted to primary health care. Now in India, if we see that the health GNP of when total health expenditure on the for the GDP is very less as compared to the other countries. Indicators of quality of life, how we can say that the person is living a quality of life. Quality of life is the condition of the life resulting from the combination of the effect of the complete range of factors such as those determining health, happiness, including comfort in the physical examination environment and satisfying occupation. Education, social and intellectual attainments, freedom of action, justice, and freedom of expression. This was defined by the WHO. A composite measure of physical, mental, and social well being as perceived by each individual or by group of individuals, that is to say, happiness, satisfaction, and gratification as it is expressed in such life concerns as health, marriage, family, work, financial situation, educational opportunities, self esteem, creativity, belongingness, and trust in others.